So we'll also talk about your early life. So I see you served in the United States Army as a medic, 21 months in Vietnam. Let's talk about that. How did
Well, I was in Vietnam for 11 months,
11
11
months?
months, 11 months and 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I was in the service for 1 year, 9 months, 7 days, 15 hours, 42 minutes, and 32 seconds.
Is that you have it timed like that because it was brutal, or you had
The,
enjoyed your time?
well, brutal, yes, because I was in Vietnam and I was a medic in Vietnam. So the stuff I saw, you can't unsee. And, and as a medic, out in the boonies, I saw some stuff that you will never, you would have to be in a third world country like right now, Iran, the
Uh-huh,
bombs
uh-huh.
and the devastation of people and human beings and bodies and lives. I dealt with all that. I saw the human body in pieces and parts and certain things that you would never ever see in this
Never want
country.
to see. Yeah. With you as a
And
medic, I'm sure you've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot. One of the the toughest of all was seeing a woman who was 9 months pregnant who had taken a bullet that went almost through her navel, and she had no exit wound. So that means the bullet got stopped by something inside, which was the baby,
Ah,
and that there was no way. She was Vietnamese, and there was nothing I could do to help her. There were no hospitals. I couldn't take her anywhere because we were in the middle of a conflict,
ah.
and it was a helpless situation. So stuff like that just one of hundreds and hundreds of different things that I could share, but I'm not going to. But
Right.
it's like what that does is that it makes you a stronger person. It makes you understand humanity, and it makes you appreciate life, and it makes you want to make sure that the dash is everything. Born day, born March 7th, 1947 dash. I don't have a deceased date, but this being April 20th, 21st, whatever it is, from
22nd.
the 22nd. So from April 22nd dash, don't know what that date is, but I gotta make sure that I fill that dash
That
up
dash. Yes,
because
absolutely.
time is the only account that you never know what the balance is.
Definitely true. Wow. That's a powerful story there. That's wow.
So,
Yeah.
so, so different things that you did see in Vietnam. Do you have nightmares about it, or has it affected you in any way?
No, it's only empowered me. You
Okay.
know, um, it's an interesting thing that the one thing that when I went to Ghana and I stood in the dungeons of the Cape Coast Castle, they call it a castle, but it's really where the enslaved Africans would be taken through this, herded in there, and while they waited on the next boat from Spain, England, France, wherever,
Oh,
whoever was
wow.
transporting the enslaved people to the Americas. And interestingly enough, the majority of the enslaved people went to South America as opposed to North America. They went all over from South America all the way up to America, but the majority of them went south, right? And then the
Mm-hmm.
West Indies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I had just learned that I was 30% Nigerian and 20% Ghanaian. So I realized I was standing on my own DNA in that dungeon. I know that some of my people went through that dungeon.
Uh-huh.
And then when I came back, it gave me a whole nother um, source of inspiration and understanding of my resilience that was in my blood. In order to be able to travel and to make that journey, and then to become enslaved in this country, and then to see my grandfather, great grandfather, buy himself out of slavery, and then
Buy
see
himself out of slavery. How do you buy yourself out of slavery?
he saved his money. He had a value. He was worth X number of dollars as a
Uh-huh.
slave based upon what he did. And he saved his money and he bought
Wow.
himself out of slavery. And then he went back and bought his brothers and sisters out because he became a landlord,
Powerful.
sharecropping. And so understanding that I came from that stock, my ability to withstand and to overcome and the resiliency of that became ever more clear to me. So I really did understand the concept of process, pivot, and proceed. And also the fact that you have to have radical acceptance, the ability to take chicken shit and turn it into chicken salad.
I like that.
Yeah. So, I'm born with that. It's in my blood. So therefore I can take trauma and turn it into jewels so that I can pass it on to other people. And the beautiful thing as an artist, I'm able to put that into my character. So I know you guys eventually gonna talk about Norman, but you see, Norman, me be able to play Norman, I just call upon I call upon my experience from all the stuff I've experienced in my life. And
That's where it comes from. Okay.
when Norman looks at your ass and say, before he strikes that match to blow you up, it's coming from that place.
I've always wondered where did that come from, because there's a lot of emotion going on with Norman.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotion, but as an artist, being an artist really is kind of, I my ex-wife told me, that I was suffering from PTSD, and she's probably, but the point is that my PTSD is I borrow that to the characters that I play. So therefore, I'm able to find depths of emotion for the characters that if I didn't have those experiences, then I might not have been able to reach the same depths of truth.
Yeah, you do see a lot of people that come from like the Vietnam Wars, dealing with the PTSD. So it's funny that you were recognized as that, but you don't claim it. You're not claiming it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, I don't claim it. I don't claim it. The most dangerous thing, the thing that concerns me the most is not PTSD, is PTNN.
What's that?
Explain that one.
Post-traumatic negative niggas.
That's real.
PTSNN.
So
PTNN, post-traumatic negative niggas.
That's crazy.
I'm still in that.
so speaking of Vietnam, so you were young when you went to Vietnam. You had to be in your teens.
I was 21 when I was in Vietnam. My 21st birthday was in Vietnam, and we were in a firefight, and that's the only day that I was afraid to die. I did not want to die on my 21st birthday.
Okay.
That was the only time that I was fearful, other than when I first arrived there. The first week or so was because it was acclimating, and the bullets and all of that. That was like, it was a shock. But once I got over the initial shock, then it was like, it was cool.
Man, you better than me. As soon as I seen that, I would have been like, listen, I'd rather go to jail. I don't want to go to war. I'd rather go to a cell. You can put me in the cell. I don't want to do this.
Oh no.
People get,
You go to jail because you go to jail if you quit the army. I mean, if you don't want to go to war,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I'd rather sit in the cell. As soon as I see somebody shot, I said I'll take my chances in the prison.
Yeah. I was with a friend of mine, and we went to Bangkok, Thailand for R&R, and they give you a week off, and you can go wherever you want to go. And
Okay.
so we went to Bangkok, Thailand, and so there was these bank of phones that the military could go to, and you stood in line, and there were all these booths, like phone booths. You can go sit in that phone booth and call home, right?
Yeah.
So I went, and my boy was with me, and I went to the phone booth, and I called home, and and I talked to my mother and my sister and my family and stuff. And then he got in there and left the door open, and he says, yeah, baby, I'm calling you just to tell you that I'm not coming back. You can take the house in your name. Tell my family I love them, and I just have to tell you that I'm not coming back. I found a girl here, and I'm gonna go live with her up in North Thailand. And I'm listening to this, and I'm saying, what? Wait, hold up, man. Are you mind? He said, no, man, I ain't going back to Vietnam. Shit, I ain't gonna be a statistic in the number. And that was the last day I saw him. And he
Really?
found this girl. He had found this girl. You go to the club, and there's like 50 women in there, and they all got a number. And it's like, you go to Mama San and say, Mama San, number 25. And Mama San go over to girl number 25, and she brings you over, and and
So a true meat market.
yeah, and you pay Mama San, and then she's yours for the night, right? And that's how he found her.
Oh, so
And
she was a whore.
She was a working professional.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, all right, yeah, all right.
No, I mean, she was a working professional.
She had bills to pay.
It's like, the garbage man, that's old and antiquated, It's like rubbish professionals, rubbish engineers, you see.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow! So he saved her, I guess, from that lifestyle. Hopefully.
Well,
you don't even know. You don't know what happened to that relationship. You feel me?
Do not know, because when she took him home and her family saw him, it's like, hey, if the shit go wrong, you on your own, buddy.
Yeah, that's a big risk.
Crazy.
That's a risk. Wow.
Yeah.